Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Miss Mickey and I'm coming to you guys with a video today that is all about me. My favorite subject, all about me. Ooh, all about me. Ooh, I got this video request on one of my other videos, and since I am so new to YouTube, I thought it would be cool to kind of introduce myself to you guys and let you know a little bit about me, Miss Mickey. Okay, so we're gonna jump right into it. 50 facts about your girl. Okay, fact number one. Is Mickey your real name? Yes, Mickey is my real name. That's the one they gave me. I kind of hated it when I was younger, but I think it's growing on me now. So yeah, that's my name. Are you named after anyone? Yes, I am. I'm actually named after the nurse who delivered me. Apparently, as far as I was told, I was a pretty quick delivery for my mom, and my doctor was not able to make it on time. And so there was a nurse who was there, and I was her very first delivery. And so my parents were so sentimental. Weren't very creative because I didn't have a name at the time, but they were sentimental and decided to name me after her. And so her name was Mickey, and so I got her name. Yep. Fact number three. Let me see. Where were you born? I was born in the Midwest. I have lived most of my life in the South United States, but for the most part, I was born in the Midwest. What is your favorite drink? My favorite drink would have to be, right now I've been sipping on the LaCroix, whatever it is, sparkling water. I've been doing a lot of that lately because I am on a mission to be beach ready by the time summertime comes. So I've been on that lately. But if I had to really pick my favorite, I would say my favorite drink is the anything strawberry, berry, watermelon-y kinda. So yeah, I like sweet drinks. Let's see, fact number five. What is your favorite food? Being from the South, I like Mexican food. Mexican food is my favorite food. It's so cheesy and rich. So delicious. So I would have to go with Mexican because I love cheese, I love beans, I love all the rice and the starch and the fat and the how you could just engorge yourself and I love Mexican food. Okay, which of your parents are you closest to? I would say that I am closest to my dad. I'm a daddy's girl to the 100th power. So yes, I am closest to my daddy. Which of your parents are you more like? I'm probably more like my mother because I hate to admit it, but I think the older that I become, the more like my mom I am becoming. So I'm working on that to be more of an individual. Not that my mom is bad, but I just would prefer to be my own person instead of being what I was accustomed to. So yeah, I'm probably most like my mom though. Fact number 8. Let's see. What is my favorite holiday destination? I really want to go to New York City for the New Year's Eve, the ball drop. So that's probably one of the main things that I want to do that is on my bucket list is to go to New York to watch the ball drop. And I'm keeping track of how many I'm doing so I don't forget and be on here all day talking about myself. Because who wants to do that? So yeah, that's probably where I want to do is go to the New York City. What is my favorite childhood memory? I think one of my most favorite childhood memories would be traveling the United States with my dad. He and I would just jump in the car and we would literally go on a road trip. We would have no clothes, no toothbrush, no hair stuff, no nothing. And we would just jump in the car or jump in his truck and hitch up the, we had an RV when I was a little girl, country. So we'd hitch up the RV and we would just drive. And we would park different places. I've been to like 40 something of the continental United States, just driving, you know, with my dad. We would stop in every state and find the landmarks there and just go. So that was really a good memory for me because it taught me that the world is bigger than where I come from. So yeah, that is probably one of my most favorite memories. What is my favorite way to pass the time? I think my favorite way to pass the time would be to read a book. I love knowledge and I love learning and I love just filling my head with different things. So I think my favorite pastime is probably reading. I know, boring, but it is what it is. What is your favorite snack? I'm such a chunky girl. So I love sugar. I really love sugar. Like, I don't like chocolate because it's not sweet enough. I like sugar cane, sweet, like give you a cavity sugar. So I think my favorite snack is gonna have to be hot tamales, the little red candies. Oh my God, I love those. So hot tamales is my favorite snack. What is my favorite sport? Cheerleading, because I was a cheerleader for most of my life. And most people say, that's not a sport, until they actually do it and they realize that it's a sport. I did it from the ages of 4 to about the age of like 17, 18. So I did it for a very long time. Cheerleading is my favorite sport. Are you a dog person or a cat person? I'm gonna have to go with dogs because I like cats because they're very soft and very mysterious and all that, but I also dislike them for the same reason. Like, I like an animal that's gonna alert me, let me know what's going on. Don't sit back and hide. I'm running, you running too, and no. So I'm definitely a dog person. I love dogs. I love everything about dogs. I'm all about a dog. So that was fact number 15. Fact number 16 is, let me see, which one do I want? Are you scared of heights? No, I'm not. I'm not scared of heights. I don't know. I just think that's kind of weird. I mean, unless it's, you know, on an unstable kind of thing or whatever. But no, normally I'm not scared of heights. At what age did you go on your first date? I was definitely out of my parents' home. I lived in a very strict Christian home. So I think my first official date was probably around 18 when I went to college. That was probably my first date. And I don't know, I guess it was fun. I don't even remember who it was with, but I know it was definitely after I graduated high school because my parents were not about that life. Let's see, what is the ideal first date for you? I think the ideal first date for me would be impressive. I have to be impressed on a first date. If I'm not impressed and if I never say, wow, on a date, it's not a good date for me. So I like for a man to pull out all the stops. I like open doors and flowers and, you know, wow me. That's what I want on a first date. I'm not trying to go to freaking Cheesecake Factory or something. I want to be wowed on a date. So dinner and something creative. I don't really like outdoorsy stuff. So something that gives you a wow factor would probably be a good first date for me. That was fact 15. I think, if I'm not mistaken. Fact number 16, what is at the top of your bucket list? The top of my bucket list is to complete a book. I would like to write a book and have it published. So yeah, that's at the top of my bucket list. Right under that would be to go to Fiji. I have always wanted to go to Fiji ever since I was like a small child, and I was watching something about Fiji on the Travel Channel, I think it was. So yeah, I think a trip to Fiji is in order for Miss Ma'am. What is something that you are gifted at? I am gifted at public speaking. I'm not really afraid to speak to large crowds or speak to, people in general. So yeah, that's a talent, I guess, that I have, is public speaking. What is something you look for in a partner? If you're dating me, you got to have Monte. Absolutely. I think one of my major things that I would look for in a man is a man who is financially stable. Just because I'm at a point in my life where I'm not a little girl anymore, and I have accomplished some great things financially. So I need a man who is going to be on my same level financially. I also look for a man who is very generous. Just because you are financially stable does not mean you are generous. And I'm a very generous person. I give a lot. I'm not a person to give shabby gifts or cheap gifts at all. If you receive a gift from me, it's going to cost me, because I just like receiving gifts, receiving things. So somebody who is generous, somebody who is financially stable. And I guess my last thing I would look for in a mate would be someone who is pays attention to detail. I like details. I like when you remember things about me and I say something and you're like, oh yeah, I remember you said that. Or I love that because it shows that you're paying attention to me. So that's something. Fact number 25. What is something you wish you were gifted at doing? I wish I had the ability to be invisible. I would be a bad mamma jamma if I was able to be invisible. So that's what I want to do. I guess be invisible. Let's see. What is one item you can't leave home without? I cannot leave home without lip gloss. I have to have some sort of lip something. I'm always applying something to my lips. I just love lip gloss. I think I was so restricted from being able to wear lip gloss as a child that I'm so like, oh, I gotta have it. So I love lip gloss. Let's see. What is the first book you remember reading? I remember reading the Babysitter's Club books back in the day. Those were really like my favorite books, and I had every book in the series. Every time the book fair came, which is coming up now for my children, but every time the book fair came, they always had the Babysitter's Club books, and I love those because they kind of had the pictures, but they still had the words, and they were chapter books and stuff. So I really liked those growing up. Let's see. What's the first movie you remember seeing? Probably 101 Dalmatians with a Disney movie. I think I saw that with my dad, or so I was told. I don't remember that, but I think that was the first movie that I ever saw. What is the last book you read? I think the last book I read was 48 Laws of Power. Ooh, I love that. That's a really good book, very good book. I like books that are metaphysical. I like things that are self-help. I get into fiction sometimes, but I don't really like the drama and the whatever. If I do fiction, it'll probably be a mystery more so as opposed to a romance or something like that. So yeah, that was fact number 30. Fact 31. What is your best physical feature? Since these videos may be monetized very soon, I will keep it PG-13, and say my smile. I get lots of compliments on my smile, like all day. People tell me, oh my God, you have a beautiful smile, you have a beautiful smile. So, and I see my smile on each one of my children. So, and I love their smiles. I think I smile with my whole face. So I think that's my best, physical feature. The PG-13 version. What is your biggest accomplishment? I think my biggest accomplishment is going to have to be mastering the personalities of my children. Each one of them are different. They each have special things about them. But I think that's my biggest accomplishment because I am going to get to see my legacy live through them. And so I really am prideful, not pride, I won't say prideful. I really am proud of the job that I have done as a mother to my boys, because I think I'm doing a really good job there. I think that being a mother is the one thing in my life that I have done and given 100% of myself to. So I would say that's probably my biggest accomplishment. Yeah, and then I guess my second biggest accomplishment would be creating a successful business for myself. So yeah, that's up there too. But being a mommy is probably number one. What is my favorite color? Duh. Favorite color would have to be pink. I love everything pink. I like this color pink though, the baby light pink. I don't like magenta or fuchsia or I like melony pink, like this color pink. Baby pink, I like those colors. So yeah, fact number 30 is I love pink. Wait, 5, 10, 15, 20, 35. That's fact number 35. Ooh. What is my favorite fairy tale? Have to be Cinderella. Because I did not have sisters. I didn't have any stepsisters, but I definitely felt like Cinderella in the fact that I had a kind of a different relationship with my mother. And so I always felt like Cinderella, and I think that fairy tale resonated with me the most out of all of the fairy tales that I've heard. So yeah. What is my favorite ice cream flavor? Would have to be pralines and cream. Pralines and cream is one of my favorite. They also have a birthday cake flavor from Cold Stone Creamery. So delicious. I love ice cream though. Like ice cream is really, really, oh my God. Just got off a cruise and it was unlimited ice cream like the whole time. So yeah, I was in heaven. What is my favorite music genre? Probably R&B, clearly R&B. That's a no-brainer. What is my favorite nickname? Can I say that on YouTube? I think my favorite nickname would have to be Butter. I was nicknamed that by someone in a previous life because butter is creamy and soft and thick. So I think that's my favorite nickname. Woo! My favorite quote. That's a hard one. I'm always quoting something. But I think my favorite quote would be, I would rather you be mad at me than me be mad at me. And I think what that implies is that I never do anything that I regret. I never do anything that I'm like, oh man, I wish I would have, I wish I would have. That's almost never in my vocabulary, because if I want to do something, I most certainly do it. Like all the time. So, and if it causes someone to be mad at me, so be it. But I'm most definitely going to do exactly what I want to do. So, yeah, I think that's my favorite quote is, I would rather you be mad at me than me be mad at me. So, yeah, that's number 40. Do I have tattoos? Yes, I do. I have, 2 tattoos. I have two tattoos. Yes. Um, let's see. What is my favorite type of clothing? Dresses. I always wear dresses most of the time. Sometimes I wear pants, but I really feel most pretty and most beautiful, I guess, in a dress. What is my star sign? My star sign is Cancer. But I don't really know if the things that make up a Cancer are my personality necessarily, because I think I may have outgrown the moody, emotional, you know, crabby part of being a Cancer. But that is my star sign, is Cancer. Do you have a best friend? If so, then who? I do have a very close friend of mine. She is also a YouTuber, and she is the reason that I started this channel, and I'm gonna plug her somewhere here. Her name is Shira71, and yeah, she and I are very close. I see her, you know, almost every day. So yeah, very close friend, Shira71. Let's see. Do I have any allergies? I don't think, maybe pollen or something, but no, I'm not allergic to like oranges or anything crazy like that. So no. Do I have any birthmarks? Yes, I do. I have birthmarks. I think I have one on my arm somewhere. I don't know. Let's see. Do you hold any convictions that you would be willing to die for? The only thing I would probably be willing to die for is my children. I wouldn't die for anything else. I mean, I don't think there's anything else in the world that is more important than them. So I think that's about it. Do you prefer kissing or cuddling? I'm a cuddler, probably. So yeah, cuddling. Let's see. What piece of technology can you not live without? My phone. Clearly. Can't live without my phone. I'm like always on my phone. Phone. Yeah, so I think that's it. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 40, 50. Okay, I'll do like 4 more because I really probably didn't even count right. What's the first concert you ever attended? I think the first one I ever attended was an Ive Been concert. That was like an outside venue because he's like one of my favorite, or he used to be one of my favorite artists. Back when I was all in love and she frou stuff, in love with a fairy tale honey. So yeah, Ive Been, I think. Or it was either that or R. Kelly. I'm not exactly sure, but I think either one of those two. What was my favorite subject in high school was English. I had a great English teacher, and she was really hard on me, but I really loved that lady. She was really cool. So English. What is the furthest you've ever been from home? I guess maybe California. I don't know. I've been to, like I said, several different Hawaii. Hawaii is the furthest I've ever been from home. Let's see. When did you suffer your first heartbreak? Like my first real heartbreak, like real like heartbreak was probably in my 20s. In college. I was dating a guy and I was so in love, and I found out he was cheating on me. We were working together, and somebody came and told me, and yeah, I was really hurt about that. So that was probably my first heartbreak. When was the first time I was on a plane? I would say, I think I was real young. I went somewhere for spring break or something, and had to fly there. So, yeah. So one more. Who is my favorite actor? I would say my favorite actor is probably have to be Boris Kojo, just simply because he is fine, sexy, hot, steamy. Boris Kojo, you win that prize. So that's it, guys. That was 50 plus facts about me. I hope you guys enjoyed that. That was kind of fun. Some of those made me think, like, I don't know. It's funny how when somebody asks you about you, it's kind of hard to come up with answers. But I hope you guys enjoyed that. Hope you're having a good day, good weekend, good week. And I will talk to you soon. Bye. Oh, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. If you watch this whole thing, 25 plus minutes, you know you need to hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you.